You know that feeling when you finally quit something, a bad habit, a toxic job, but somehow it doesn't really quit you. It's like it still has this invisible hold on you. Well, what if the problem isn't what we're quitting, but how we're quitting? We're about to jump into a story that's 2,500 years old, but it reveals something absolutely crucial about what it really means to let go.
Okay, so let's set this scene. Our story kicks off when a man named Potaliya meets the Buddha. And the Buddha does something totally normal, totally friendly. He offers him a seat. But this simple act of kindness is met with, believe it or not, a burst of pure anger.
So the Buddha calls Potaliya a householder, which was just a standard term for a regular person, a layman, not a monk. But Potaliya is absolutely furious. Why? Because in his mind, he was done with that life. He'd already quit. And his wild overreaction, well, that's the key that unlocks this whole thing.
So Potaliya makes his case. He says, hey, I've given all my wealth, all my possessions to my kids. I've quit. But the Buddha kind of pushes back. He suggests that maybe true letting go isn't about getting rid of your stuff. It's about abandoning harmful behaviors.
Now, their entire argument really comes down to this one single Pali word, vihara. And if you just do a quick standard translation, it means something like stopping your business or the end of worldly affairs. So on the surface, it really looks like Potaliya's got a point. He stopped his business, so he quit, right?
Well, not so fast, because ancient words, they have roots. And if we dig into the roots of this one, not just as a translator, but like an ancient linguist would, really getting into the intent behind the language, a whole different, much deeper meaning just blossoms.
Okay. Let's break this down. The first part, vihara, it doesn't just mean business. Its root meaning is more like what we carry or what we're busy with. And the second part, samuchedo, that's not just stopping. It's a complete cutting off, a total uprooting. All of a sudden, the definition just transforms from a simple external action to this profound internal one. It's not about what you put down, it's about what you uproot from inside yourself.
And now, Potaliya is really listening. He gets it. There's something deeper going on here. The Buddha explains that the things we truly need to uproot are our desires and attachments, the very things that cause all our suffering. And to make this idea completely unmissable, he uses 7 incredibly powerful images.
First up, desire is like a starving dog, just desperately gnawing on a bare bone. It might be smeared with a little blood, but there is absolutely no meat on it. It's just this endless, desperate effort to get something out of nothing.
I mean, this just perfectly captures that feeling of endless effort for zero real satisfaction, doesn't it? It's like mindlessly scrolling through your social media feed, just hoping for that one hit that will finally make you feel good, but it never really does. It's all effort, no nourishment.
Second, he says, desire is like a bird that's just managed to snatch a piece of meat. It flies off with its prize, but it is immediately swarmed and attacked by all the other birds trying to steal it.
And that's such a stark reminder, isn't it? The second you get something desirable, you become a target. The very thing you wanted brings conflict, anxiety, and this constant fear of losing it. It doesn't bring peace, it shatters it.
The third image. Chasing desire is like carrying a lit torch made of dry grass while walking directly into the wind. I mean, you're literally holding on to something that is actively burning you.
The point here is just brutally clear. If you cling to things that burn, like a grudge, a resentment, a toxic relationship, you are the one who will get hurt. The only way to stop the pain is to let go of the torch.
Fourth, desire is like a glowing pit of hot coals. You can see it's dangerous. You know it will cause you immense pain if you fall in, and yet you're still drawn towards it.
This is such a powerful image for addiction and all those self-destructive habits, right? We know where they lead. We know it's going to be painful. And yet that pull is so strong that we find ourselves walking towards the pit anyway.
Now the fifth image kind of shifts gears. Here, desire is like a wonderful, vivid dream. And in that dream, everything is beautiful. It's perfect. It feels incredibly real. But then what happens? You wake up and it's all gone. The pleasure it promised was just an illusion, and it vanishes, leaving you with absolutely nothing.
Sixth, desire is like borrowing some beautiful, expensive jewelry and then parading around town with it. Everyone thinks you're rich and successful. You feel great.
But here's the thing. At any moment, the real owners can show up and demand it all back. It's a reminder that the things we rely on for our status, our looks, our stuff, even our reputation, they're all just on loan. They were never really ours to begin with.
And finally, the seventh image. You see a tree that's full of delicious-looking fruit. You climb way up into the branches to get it. But just as you reach for the prize, someone else shows up at the bottom of the tree with an axe.
In your mad dash for the reward, you've put yourself in an incredibly dangerous position. If you don't get down in time, that fall could destroy you. The pursuit itself puts everything at risk.
So, after seeing desire as a bare bone, a grass torch, and a pit of coals, the whole goal changes, right? It's not about giving away your stuff, it's about uprooting that inner clinging that causes all this pain. And the payoff isn't just getting rid of bad things, it's gaining something amazing: supreme equanimity, purified mindfulness, and true freedom.
And at this moment, Potaliyasutta finally gets it. His anger. It wasn't about being called the wrong thing. It came from clinging to his new identity. The identity of a person who has quit. He hadn't uprooted what he was carrying. He had just swapped it for a new label. His real work hadn't even started.
And so, this ancient story leaves us with a very, very modern challenge. It's easy enough to change things on the outside, but the real work, that's internal. So you may have quit the job, or the habit, or the relationship, but have you uprooted what you still carry inside? What are the grass torches you're still holding on to, still getting burned by long after you thought you let them go?